I'm glad you're here with me too. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I am Sun Psychic Jean, and please welcome my special guest, Spirit Whisperer Mark. Hi, Mark. How are you?
Hi guys, I'm good. Thank you for having me again, Jean. Love it.
It's it's always fun to have you. And I see that Miter is here. I see Sammy, Viviani, Sweet and Salty. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. And I know it takes a few minutes for the live notifications to go out, but
Yeah.
it's so nice to have you back, Mark. I feel a lot of high vibrational energies when we read together. It
Oh,
really is a lot of fun. There's another level that goes on between us.
yeah,
And
I like it.
I hope you like my new background. Do you see the organic grass and greens behind us?
Oh yeah, I was looking at your actual house background. I'm going, well, I see a Christmas tree. No, yeah. Now I'm looking at what you want me to look at. Yeah, it looks great. I love it.
Yeah,
Good old
and that's
grass.
yeah, that's it's nature and the sun just beaming through and
Oh, and I love
illuminating.
that picture you used this time too on the announcement. That cool
Yes.
that cool picture you had.
Yeah, let me see if I can I don't know if I can bring it up. It's it was really powerful for me, and I like to try and find things that are of similar vibration if I can.
Yeah,
And you have a lot of energy there that I really love to connect with. Here it is.
I know
Let's see.
that picture seems familiar. Like I'm going,
Okay.
Hi,
So
all
let
you
me see.
guys. Oh yeah, it's so cool looking. And he's got big giant like ram horns almost on
See if
his
I
head. It
can.
looks sort of like bighorn sheep or like a ram head.
I think that with him, with this particular photo, I think there it's representing the Green Man because of
Okay.
how much he has the
Oh yeah, look,
or
leaves all in his beard and hair and everything.
yes,
Yeah, you're right. It
yes,
is Green Man. Oh, and there's
yes,
leaves coming through the horns. Yeah, I love his eyes too. Yeah,
right,
it's
right,
definitely pan energy. Right
right.
away when I saw it, I went, "Ooh, I love that." And I've not seen this picture either.
Oh, okay. And see the mushrooms growing here? It's so interesting.
Yeah, I
So
love it.
very interesting. But
Yeah,
yeah, he has the ram horns, but he has this kindness and this just strength
yeah.
in the image. I really loved it.
A little bit
And
of twinkle in his eye too, like a mischievous a little bit, or it's that I don't know. I kind of get that joy of creation kind of in his eyes of like, I know the magic or something like that. Yeah,
yeah, he's
he's
really,
great.
really cool. Really cool. Let me see how I can get this. Yeah, just do that. And I'll stop sharing. There you go. All right, very good. So thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, he's really very interesting, and this is the vibration that I pick up from. This is recurring in my life, in my experience, and it's recurring with you too. And I feel this type of organic pan energy and the creation and the earth. There's a lot of earth in there, and it's really it's beautiful. So thank you.
I, well, honey, thank you for having me, and I'm glad about that. And I think that's the reason why he kind of, because still for most of the world they would think, how weird, who is that guy, and what's Pan? But the reason he wants to be kind of brought back into view um, really is about we can live here on the earth and miss the whole point that we're here to be creators and we use the elements, the physical elements, to take what we imagine and put it into reality or the physical world. And that's really what this, you've heard that a lot. It's a playground, and we kind of miss out on that. And I think the earth too is going, hey, uh, not only do you live on me, you can actually work with my energies and create, more light and love here on the earth. And that's really the opportunity. So I just feel like Mother Earth is really calling a lot lately. And Pan's thing is trying to remind us that we're creators, that we're gods and goddesses on the earth, and to choose that to create good for all. Really, that's what we're here to do. And if we choose it, the universe, the earth, will show us how to do it.
And
You notice
support
that?
us. Mhm.
Ask for it, and that's what you'll get. If you seek it, that's what you're going to find. So it's always like, put your mind in what you want. What is that saying? I only, what is it? Believe what I see or something. It's sort of the other way. You kind of see it first, and then it comes. You know what I mean? It's this. What is it? I only see what I believe, and it's like I believe a lot in what I don't see, or something like that. It's like kind of a backwards. But I'm so convinced of it, And the universe shows me all the time different ways to express that, big and little.
Yeah.
And I'm not perfect at it or anything like that, but it's a lot more fun to be participating in that than not, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of validation when we trust what the universe is showing us and we follow our intuition. I feel sometimes I put it like, and some of the readings that come through, it shows me that our soul's vibration has a creation energy to it. And when we create from our soul, from our soul's vibration, it's connected to the divine. So when we create through ourselves what we truly are um, attracted to, drawn to, innovated to do, this is our own creation. It's our inspiration. It comes from the divine. If we do what we are naturally inclined to do, we will be supported. And it's our offering. It's our reason for being here. And a lot of us kind of do what we're inspired to do as hobbies or on the side or things like this, but we're all meant to be that spark, that unique individual contribution to humanity and to, Earth too.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the little plan before we get here, like with spirit, when we're in spirit form. It's like we make out a little blueprint of what we might like to do on the earth or accomplish or grow. Then we get here and we forget it, but spirit remembers. But we bring, the person that it's kind of like God says, I wonder what it would be like to see me expressed through that personality on the earth. So it's that individual expression that only Jean can do because of her personality, the things that interest her, the things that she loves. And, because sometimes we think, well, I love this and this, but I don't. No, you're supposed to be doing the things you love. Spirit wants you to express through what you love. It's supposed to be a joyful, fun, creative experience. And your spirit team, which we all have here, is just kind of waiting for each of us to say, hi, I choose to work with you. Because we have to turn it on. They can't really do it without our permission. And then they're there all the time to remind you, and they will present opportunities for you to take or not that that include your passions, your loves, the things that mean the most to you, what makes you happy and joyful. That's what they want it to be, that way. They really want it to be the way we dare to imagine. If we could have everything we wanted, that's what they want. So because of the way the earth is, and it's slow, and that energy slow, it can take a little bit of time to get through it, because we grew up without any kind of like encouragement in that way, or teaching or anything. So we had to spend a long time just learning it on our own, kind of, with whatever way we could, which I understand that, because it makes us stronger in our resolve. And at that point you go, well, you can't really tell me otherwise because I've already lived through it, and I know it now. But that's really the thing. And ultimately, on one way, you will be of service, because it is about serving one another, serving the good of all, service. And you have particular talents and joys and gifts that can be used in that way, one way or another. It could be really creative too, or something you never imagined, or something that might seem small, but then the ripple effect, it just grows out and out and out. So I don't know. And there's something for every single person.
Yeah.
Nobody's
And
left out of that. Yeah.
the clue is that it makes you happy.
Yeah.
It really sparks that, that joy inside of you. And
Right.
that's your best clue. And it's not anything that's going to make you a millionaire. It's about making you happy and to be creative. And it's expressing the divine's energy into this world, and
Right.
you feeling joy from that. um
And you
it's
can also have
perfect.
enough material to be comfortable. So yeah, I agree. It's not, people think, oh, my greatest wish is what I would be to rich millionaire. Well, it's not really about that. But you can, in the midst of being of service, serve yourself, which means you have a home, you can eat. If you like animals, you can afford to adopt one and feed it, so you can also have the physical means, because we are manifestors. And if your goal is, this helps me be of service, if I don't have to worry about where am I living, it's hard for me to function without a roof over my head, or whatever it is that's important for you to be comfortable on the earth. That's what you can have. So, because sometimes we think, well, if I'm a truly spiritual, giving, loving person, then I just don't have any money. I don't really, I need to, be humble and poor and that, I think, you know.
I know. I
Yeah.
know all that programming.
Yeah. And it's not about being rich. It's about having what you need and want. And then, like, when the universe kind of sees that you're a good steward, that when it gives you what you want, you're grateful and you use it to the best of everybody's good, then, it might channel some more money your way for you to be the steward of. And maybe you then share that money over here that's not able to create or something like that, because money works that way too. If everybody had that, really, just think, if millionaires had an awareness of that, of the spiritual and this service, the world would be such a different place, because they would be channeling that money for good and putting it where it needs to go. And that doesn't mean they don't have enough to take care of themselves and they want a big house, all that great. But still, there's always so much more than you can possibly need as an
Right.
individual human.
Right. And you can't buy happiness. That
No.
happiness and that joy that you get from creating what you love, and being of service for what is inspiring you. There's no monetary equivalent. It's
No.
joy.
Yeah.
It's reward in a way that is so deep and so spiritual. There's just no price tag for it. It's priceless. So Lisa says, "I love that snow globe,
Oh,
Mark. I'm not sure if does she know something I don't know. I got my
it's probably this one. You can't see very good because it's so bright in here, but it actually lights up, and then the little snow all glitters in there. It's really cute. Yeah.
oh
At night, it looks beautiful because you can
well
just
oh
see
I see.
snowflakes all lit. And yeah,
Does
I
it
have
does it
this and my
shine
little
on the
Santa
wall?
and the animals up here with me. Pan, of course, all my little elves and things.
Oh, that's she have did you show this once before?
Well, it's been on the table for a bit, and I think, yeah, I did hold it up on one show sometime.
Okay.
Lisa was probably here though and saw
I
it.
was going to say she has a good eye. She has a
Yeah,
good eye.
Yeah, because
So
I think I was sitting in front of it. Yeah.
just switch us around. And I just wanted to say a shout out to Wisdom Seeker Joan. She's here and watching. Thank you so much for coming, Joan.
Hi,
Nice,
Joan.
nice to see you. Nice to see you. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's say I have somebody, and Sammy, if you're still here, let me know. Um, and oh, let me see if I can do this. If I still have this. Yes. So we need, if you would, um, caps and emojis are appreciated, and we are taking spiritual questions, from your spirit guides, angels, your loved ones, and pets. Just and if you would use caps and emojis, that would be lovely. Let me see if I can just see if there's. Oh, Indigo Jaguar is here. Hi, Indigo. Nice to see you. I just am trying to scroll back.
Yeah.
Aw. And she says she loves the picture of the green man too.
Yeah, I
So
know. That's a great one.
let me scroll down a while. I'm way back. Okay, so she said Sammy is here. Good. Thank you for doing that.
I have
So
this.
Sammy says, "Oh, look, you have him, Mark."
Yeah. A cute
Oops,
little
I
green
can't
man.
do
My girlfriend gave it to me for my birthday. It's a great look. He's got those little mushrooms over here and
That's the
acorns. And then,
one.
yeah, no, isn't he great? I love him.
It is great. Now, what is that? A wall hanging? What's on the back?
Yeah, it's a little hanger.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I've
Wow.
just had him sitting here with my stuff because I love him so much.
What a great find. How
I
about
know.
that?
When I got, I was going, "Where'd you find him?" And I like the size of him and everything. He's really cute. It's my girlfriend from LA sent it to me.
Oh, that was sweet.
My
Very
zookeeper
sweet.
friend. I was seeing that Lisa was talking about that thing about money. Uh, you know, you can ask for money. We have this idea that money somehow, some other, it's just energy, guys. It's just energy. Spirit doesn't really reference it much differently. And it's the energy here on the earth that we use to exchange. So don't deny yourself having that. So open yourself up to it. And then, yeah, you focus on giving and being of service. The universe, it comes back to you. So let it come back to you in the form of money too. Don't leave that out. Let that be included in it. The universe will give back to you. And when you say, well, I live in a world where it helps to have money because that's what you have to get groceries. And it goes, okay, well, then here's money. Or here's an opportunity for you to make the money you need. And it might be next door to this thing you really, really love, but you still get to use that a little bit a couple of days a week, and then you get some money. So it will try to help you sort that out, but don't leave it out. I learned this so long ago that it's just energy. And we've had a lot of training and teaching that we don't deserve it, that just some people go, it's all that crap. Just let that go. Realize it's another form of energy. The universe has nothing. It just treats it like anything else and include it. So don't leave it out. I would say the more you learn to love, and this sounds weird, and I don't mean it in that way, love money, the more you'll have it. Because we can't hate it, despise it, think it's the root of all evil, and then expect to have it and spend. No, you got to learn to understand what it is energetically, and that you are an energy being and you can give and receive money too. It's no different than love and joy, unless you make it that way. That's the only thing. Money is, what is it? Neutral. Now,
Wow.
you can change the energy depending on what you are or what your goals are or what you choose to do with life. So if you think, I want this money because it makes me better than others, all that kind of stuff, then you change the energy completely. But trust me, you guys, if you're a loving, kind, gentle, loving, spiritual person, the universe wants you to have the stuff we use here on the earth to survive. It doesn't want you to suffer. And that's kind of a religious thing, telling you that you need to suffer in order to be closer to God. Baloney.
Nope. You heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
And we're preaching to the choir. We know you guys all understand this. It's just really, sometimes it's really helpful to have that reinforcement. Sometimes we start slipping back or sliding back or start believing or start having these thoughts. And it's good to have that reinforcement and say, you know what? I remember that. I knew that. I knew that the whole time. Let's get back into it. Yeah.
Yep. And it's okay to talk about it and include that in your creations. It is. Trust me.
Miter is saying amen.
Yep. Amen to that, baby.
Amen to that, baby. Excellent. So let's look into Sammy. Are you ready there, Mark?
Yep.
Okay.
Sammy Burhane.
Could you see? They just want a general message, a general reading.
For Sammy. I'm kind of fighting a cold, guys, so I'm a little bit my throat and everything. That's why I have a drink. Sammy, let's see if there's a message. And when you're talking to spirit in the universe, don't be shy about being specific too. When you ask for assistance or you ask a question, the more specific you are in the questioning, the more specific the answer will be and the response will be. Well, that's a good card.
So, Sammy, I am seeing a couple of things. I'm seeing a black dog, and I'm also seeing like evergreen trees, but like the pine needles that are falling on the ground and turn brown. I'm seeing like brown pine needles. So I'm not sure if this is in your surroundings or if you go for walks and this is something that you see. I'm just trying to tune into your energy, and these things are, hey, Doug B, so nice to see you. And to just to see if that is something in your surroundings. And Terry Suzuki is here. She's saying, "Hey, Mark, love your
Hi,
shirts."
Terry. Hope you're feeling better. She was dealing with COVID, I think.
She is. She is. Oh, so Sammy, let me see if the spirit guides have something for you.
Well, you guys did so much chatting. I got way behind.
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing a little bit of dragon energy here for you, Sammy, and it is. I feel as though the spirit guides are asking you to dig deep into your soul and remember who you are. Like you feel as though you're looking through eyes and you're seeing this unrealistic world around you of all, fake people, fake plastic things, fake, personalities or fake cars. And you're saying, how did I get here? You feel as though you have this organic, innate energy and spirit inside of you, and you're looking in other people's eyes to see if you see this spirit in other people's eyes. So I feel as though you are in tune, you have connections to the spirit realm, and you feel this sense of your own spirit, yet your surroundings do not match that, do not reflect this back to you. And they're just saying, hold on to what you know, what your own spirit is telling you. And that people, we're here. We're here now. We're here in this whole organic type of discussion that we're having today. All of the things that Mark is sharing with us today. This is all stuff that is feeding your soul. I feel interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, Sammy, just let me know if that makes any sense to you.
Sharon's got to let the dogs out. Yeah, Sammy, are you here?
Oh, they said Sammy was here before when I first asked.
Okay,
So.
yeah. Well, this is what I'm hearing from these cards that are coming. He says, or she says, it does to whatever you said.
It makes sense. Okay.
Great. So this is what I'm hearing, Sammy. Hopefully it'll make sense too. I feel like Spirit is saying you've been working on getting your mind on the right track, and they want to congratulate you in that. So you get the Ace of Swords, and swords is usually the mental body in general, and this is like taking a step in the right direction as far as that. I almost believe like kind of cutting out negative thinking and being better at stopping the runaway thought train, if that makes any sense to you. And I feel like they want to say you're doing good at that, and that there's an opportunity. I feel like you've been working on it, and so there's like a payback for that. And it's going to be in the form of an opportunity. I think a spiritual opportunity. So Page of Wands, but because of working with the mental train, it pushes you farther along on your spiritual journey. That's what I'm hearing with that. And it's interesting because then I get the Devil, and what it's wanting to say to me is, and it's kind of for all of us, is that it is good to be moderate in all things. Now he's also talking about, you have to moderate your thinking, because we're still on this thinking thing. And that limit, don't let it go off on a tangent and get like, you can become addicted to negative thinking, or like thinking that kind of holds you down. So this is just that reminder that this is why they like to work on the mental body. It's to get rid of that negative thinker, that little devil on your shoulder, kind of, that will go neener, 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 and try to mess you up. But you got a big old spirit team behind you. Here you got all these wands right up behind you with your little sheep. So you're not alone. You're ready to move forward. You have a big bunch of energy supporting you. And in the end, it pays off on the earth. So, that's when you begin to receive blessings. It's kind of like what we were already talking about. It's weird. Then maybe that's what these cards are doing. But just that being on top of that negative mind, telling it to shut up, pays off in the end. I hope that resonated. I don't know. It was a big story.
Very good. Very good. It's universal too. A lot of us would benefit from that,
Right.
Negative self-talk, and really just turning it around and understanding where it's coming from, And they say we don't have to believe every thought that we think, because
That's right.
a lot of it comes from ego. A lot of it is, yeah.
Or every word somebody else tells you either.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Choose your
true.
beliefs. Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you. And I have Doug B, and I wanted to bring him up. I had Allie on just this past Wednesday, and her brother passed the Monday prior to our show. And she's like, "Yeah, I think I'll be okay. I can go on, So we went ahead with the show. And during the show, this gentleman, Doug B, popped in our chat, and I had not seen him before. He hasn't been on my channel before, and he got Doug is the name of Allie's brother, and his middle name starts with a B. And Allie was like, "Oh my gosh." She goes, "I know I don't know you, Doug B, but that's my brother's name." She goes, "I know my brother encouraged you to come here." It was such a moment in the show. It was such filled with love. Allie was so overwhelmed. She was so grateful to her brother for bringing Doug B through to have that reminder and that validation that he's okay. It was really a beautiful moment. I could feel it. It was very palpable. So I just wanted to honor Doug and say thank you, and maybe get a message for him because he didn't get a chance to get a message.
Yeah. Yeah, I read with Allie Thursday.
Yes.
And
Okay.
she brought that up too. I loved it. It was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is the Doug she's talking
Yeah,
about.
I love it.
Wow.
That's
Nice.
great. So Doug says he's a newbie too. Hi, newbie. Glad to have you here. Being here with us today. Let's see. You're looking about direction and timing.
Any specifics there, Doug? Is it your are you for is it romantic, or is it career, or is it moving property?
It feels like work or like but I don't know. Yeah, what is it? If you want to get more specific.
Yeah.
I feel like it's about career, work.
Mm-hmm. So let me see.
Spiritual engagement. Okay. Got you, buddy. Well, first of all, even before Reiki. Okay, yeah, gotcha. He just wants to know kind of like what he might do with his spiritual gifts. First of all, just the card that jumped out even before I started like doing it, and just as we were talking about you two, he's gonna just keep listening, is the Three of Cups. So that to me is saying, well, you're already in it. It's already started. So there's that. So, it's happening now. When you ask about timing, it's now, and it's joyful, happy, should feel good. So, remember that when you're choosing a direction or a tool, what brings you the most joy, like these gals are having. So I just wanted to say that because that jumped out. Let me see about.
So the other thing that I was picking up is that that which you are seeking is seeking you. You are being called to develop and expand your spiritual awareness, your spiritual practice, your spiritual education, so to speak, and development. And it's seeking you. It's saying it's time now, Doug. It's time now. They gave you the gift of being the part that inspired somebody and made such a big difference in somebody's life, so that you could feel what it feels like to be participating in a spiritual synchronicity or a an amazing divine intervention. And this is not by chance that that happened to you, Doug. It's because you've been called on. It's been reminding you, and they are going to keep giving you synchronicities and examples in your life over and over again that it's time, it's time, it's time. They need you. They need all of us. And you can't go wrong in which path to go down first. But if I might say, when I did Reiki and I had my Reiki attunements, I could definitely feel a shift and an advance in my connection to the other side. And I've known other people that have said this too, but that's just me. It could be different for everybody.
And spirit sneaky, it'll do whatever it has to. Too, it can work through all different kinds of tools. The key is ask for it, ask, and you already have, Doug. Got it. Synchronicity abounds all around me. That's true because you're in the flow. Now there is opportunity coming for you to do something, to be active, to an earthly service of some sort, and that's, of course, that's what you're talking about and asking about. I do hear they want me to do just if you don't mind, if you're willing, I'm not going to force nothing. They would like me just to work for a few minutes with your third eye. Well, I'm going to use this big old honker. And not me. Pan's going to do it if you're open. So, oh, yes. Okay, Doug. So we're going to do. Wait, I'm just letting him come in here. Okay, good. Right. This is Pan. I'm just going to put my hands right up, like as if the palms or the base there is sitting on each of your eyes, and then putting my hands over your forehead. There we go. Oh, oh, oh. Almost like breaking through the window there. Break. Oh, it's opening up nicely. It's like expanding further. And that's my goal here. You're already connected. You're already using this energy. I just want to assist you in even more, receiving more stimulus and recognizing it more easily. There we go. Really, really opening, kind of big, like the amethyst I had in Mark's hands. It's a big opening, and the energy kind of goes in all directions because you're connected with everything, with all, and that connection happens, with these inner senses that we have, and you can become more and more aware of that connection through this center of awareness. Okay, there we go. And just want to remind you, Doug, to stay grounded. So by that I mean just imagine that your feet are firmly anchored on the earth. So I want you to stay really grounded here. Sometimes, as any of us, as all of you, raise up and look up and ask to consciously participate with spirit, which is what you're doing. You're consciously participating. And as you do that, you kind of lift up off the ground. Sometimes it's like, oh, I like that. I remember that. I want to be back with that. But we go, no, push you back down. You need to stay on the earth, because that's why you're here, is to share that energy, that awareness, that connection, but this way, out around you. So I want you to stay nice and grounded. Mm-hmm. Mm. Right. A little bit of resistance. So I'm just holding onto those feet like at your ankles and pulling them down. That's good. Now, you've been really studying, looking, practicing. They want you to start practicing more. So there's going to be opportunities for you to practice healing, practice communicating, practice channeling energy, letting it come out through form in some way, whether that's healing or artistic form or whatever. But we're moving into more like walking the walk. So putting it into action there. Okay, the third eye looks great, and that's what I'd wanted to do today. So thank you very much. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. That crystal weighs about 300 pounds.
That was amazing. Sorry, I was muted. I didn't realize.
No problem.
That was amazing. And it felt like your attunement there, Doug. Wow. Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Boy,
Mark.
my eyes feel so woo after that. Like behind them, it was like, wow. Yeah.
Oh, Doug says, wow.
Yeah.
Very
Right.
nice. Very
Yeah, that was
nice.
funny how he just jumped in to do that. I'm like, okay, well, we're doing this. So, okay, great.
You're welcome, Doug. He's thrilled. And all the best to you on your journey. And please stop by and see us again. This is an amazing community, and there's really, really beautiful individuals that are all here in the community, and incredible content, as well as if anybody hasn't gone over to subscribe for Mark's channel, it's Spirit Whisperer, and you'll find his YouTube channel under Spirit Whisperer, and his name is Mark. And please do go over and subscribe. His link is in the description.
Yep, love to have you over there.
Okay, very good. He'll be here as often as he can. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
great,
great.
Doug. You really can't call yourself a newbie anymore, I don't think. After that.
He
Wow.
says my wife and I both have chills. Wow.
Yeah. That's great. You're welcome, Doug. His energy is open to everybody, guys. You just have to call on him. I work as a channel for his energy, but it's available to everybody. And he's really good about helping you realize your dreams on the earth. That's what he likes to do. Anyway, okay.
Very nice. So next I have Thelma Truitt. She said she would like a message from her brother Brian.
So I'm assuming Brian has passed.
Yeah. Thelma, say hello.
Hi, Thelma. Brian. Yes, Miter. He does have fertility energy. That's true. It's another part of creative energy. So you can call on him for that as well, my dear, if that's what you're looking to do. I'm past having babies.
Thelma says, yes, he passed. And she says hello.
Yeah. Hey, Brian. He's giving me the image of being busy on the other side. Like, the easiest way to say it would be like involved in a project.
So can I jump in there, Mark?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, sweetie. Always
That's
do.
okay.
Don't wait for me.
So I was just picking up a lot of feathers, a larger wing. And at the end of the wing were a lot of feathers. And I'm not sure what this means for his energy on the other side, but he's showing me a lot of feathers. I'm not sure if this means something to you. It's almost like an owl's wing, but it's a large wing, a large wing and a lot of feathers. So he's telling me that he takes flight. And he did tell me early on that he says, my sister was always right. And he knew that you knew how to connect with him and where he would be when he crossed. He says, I take flight and I'm light as a feather. He's saying,
he was a healer. Okay.
Oh, wow. It, wow. That was interesting. So maybe he's showing me the shamanic energies that he worked with. He's still with that on the other side, even though he's not on this earth and of this earth at this moment. With the energies, the spirit of the eagle or the owl or the earth is still on the other side and accessible to him. So even the physicality of the actual sentient being on this earth is not there with him. It's the spirit of that is there with him, and he's still working with it. Wow. Interesting. Let me see if he has a message for you, Thelma, other than that you were always right. He's saying that he's in your heart. He's showing me a vibration in your chest, that he's right here, that he tries to show you and help you to feel that he's near, that he's close, like you feel his energy or you sense him around you. And he's saying that this is his reminder to let you know that you're not ever separated from his energy, that he's always right here with you.
Mm-hmm.
He does know that you do miss him dearly.
Mm-hmm.
He hears your thoughts, and he says you too were telepathic, even in this on this realm. You two were very connected and understood each other with very few words. He's saying, why would you think, not that you would think that would change, but but it's your brother. It's like I just need validation. I just need somebody to confirm that what I'm thinking, feeling, and hearing is really what I'm thinking, feeling, and hearing. And he just wants to let you know that this is your validation.
No. Well, first of all, are you done? Can I say something? Yeah. Just as a message for you, Thelma, he just says he's always there watching over you, like this Knight of Cups, at the ready, always like a stable, loving energy that's there all the time. Like he keeps a little sentry watching you all the time, because he does feel really connected to you. There's a love bond between you. But he is talking a lot about kind of what he's doing on the other side. I don't know why exactly, but I feel like you mentioned, he was a healer. But he says basically some of the stuff he learned on the earth, he's continuing to do on the other side. And Jean was just saying that too. This is the King of Wands. But that's like sort of when I look at the four suits, Wands is spirit. So it's like a master of spirit, spiritual, principles, healing techniques, things like that. And he is continuing to do that from the other side, which is interesting. He wanted to kind of get that across. He says he's doing it because he's continuing to help to bring balance to the earth. This is the star, but it's almost like working from the star to bring this balance on the earth. And I feel like he's involved in it. He says it's all about turning the wheel of fortune. So this is an interesting reading for me. Just that he wants to share that he is busy working over there. It's like sometimes you have the idea that maybe when your life stops on the earth, everything stops. And he goes, no, it continues. And who knew you can even work over here, like have a job, sort of. I don't know. That's interesting, Thelma.
He said Antarctica, he is there.
Oh, is that where he is? Is he not dead?
No, he is, but
Okay.
He has passed, but
Okay.
she feels that his energy. But I'm not sure, in the shamanic practice, healing practice, that they use those big feathers um, to heal energy and move energy over the body. This is
Hmm.
kind of what I'm seeing. I'm not sure if you have any of his healing tools, um, Thelma, but it's very interesting. He's showing me that love. He keeps wanting to say that again, the vibration in your chest, and he wants you to know that that is him. That is him close to you. It's not just. It's he wants to validate that
Yep.
what you think is real. Hmm.
I know, like that Knight of Cups seemed like that was him. Just always holding this love energy for her, like keeping a watch. I don't know. I liked it. I really felt him in that card. Oh, now I'm getting goosebumps. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
She says, yes, I have them tingling all over.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm. Right.
Wow. Very nice, Thelma, that you have his healing tools. That's amazing. Very nice. He's a really good communicator too, Thelma. Yeah, he's great. He's great. Okay, so I have Jill Sinanan here.
He
So
feels
Jill,
proud of his job over there too. I don't know. It makes me kind of anxious to see what's in store on the other side. I don't know, because it feels he's so he's excited about that. I don't know. He likes to share that. That I like doing this over here. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I interrupted you again.
no, not at all. Not at all. You're fine. You're fine. It just sometimes it just lingers. And I just wanted to make sure we um have a little bit of time for everybody. And G Kim is here. Hi, G Kim. Thanks for coming over. So Jill says, would love to hear from her beloved Carl. We first met at Christmas time. Aw. And I imagine your husband. Yeah. So just say hi, Jill. He seems like, I mean this in the nicest way. Like he just seemed like a little old fashioned, like a little kind of, um, a little kind of, uh, I don't know, maybe stuck in the last um, decade or something. Like he kind of, he kind of liked his way, and he didn't really change with the times. He didn't want to change and get the new haircut or get the new car or get the new. He liked to be who he kind of had, like this identity of who he was in his 20s and 30s, and he kind of like really stuck with that. He didn't care what society was doing around him. He felt like this was his identity and he liked to stick to it. Um, and people kind of thought that he may be a little old fashioned, but it wasn't old fashioned at all to him. It was who he was. And just because he didn't have like the latest, greatest sneakers on, and he liked the regular, outfit or clothing that he wore back in the day, doesn't mean that he was not progressive. It just meant that that's what he liked. And he was very individual. He wasn't swayed by other people and other things around him. He really liked to express his individual style, and and be who he was. He was really secure in who he was. Interesting. Uh he's very pleasant in appearance, and very kind. You can see the kindness on his face, and sort of. I see him like in that plaid button-up shirt, and it's not a flannel, like the cotton, plaid button-up shirt, and the khaki jeans. I mean, the khaki pants almost, and like really kind of almost like straight laced, but he was not. Like, just because he liked what he liked, it didn't mean that's who he was almost. He's a very complex individual. How lovely, Jill. Let me see if I can get a message from him about Christmas for you. Mark, if you have anything, you can jump
Yeah.
in.
Well, Christmas will always be like a special time. He still thinks that he's around you at this time of year. Um, Always. It's like one of the times he makes sure that he kind of steps in to visit. Um, I feel like he's talking to me a lot about that he spent some time since he passed reviewing things, looking at choices, looking at the difference in choices that serve you and choices that don't. I feel like he's had to look at. He spent a bit of time on the other side, kind of like a hermit, exploring, examining himself, like his own individual spark. Um, which I think that's probably something we all do. Um, he's also learning, like, I feel like he comes and like whispers in your ear or something like that, or you really sense him. Like, I would imagine you're going to sense him quite a bit the next week or so around you. Like, you might think you hear him or something like that because the moon card's coming up, but it's sort of, messages from the other side talking with you, being around you. So he wants to remind you of that. But he went through a sort of he gets the judgment card. So he keeps talking about he had to review his life and look at this part. Like, this part served me. This justice guy has naughty and nice list. So he goes, this part was good, this part wasn't. And so it was like a review, a judgment. But in the end, all of that I did was meant to be and led to a higher good. And so in the end, I'm feeling pretty good about what I did on the earth. Because I think on some level, sometimes he thought maybe I could have done that better or different or something like that. So I feel like it's important to him to express that he's looked at a lot of choices and has reviewed it and understands some of that better. I don't know why I wouldn't tell you that, but there you go.
Interesting, Jill. Well, or Mark, I feel that oh, here she is. She's saying he needed to do that. Wow.
I know, and I just kept wanting a different card to come up, but it just kept being that. I'm going, well, okay, then let's talk about that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, he said he did it.
Wow.
So I guess, yeah, he wants you to know that too. Uh-huh. But
I
I'm
feel
pretty
he's
sure he's around you at Christmas. I'm sorry, sweetie.
That's okay. Yeah, I was actually, you just said exactly what I was going to say. I said, I feel as though this Christmas he's going to be around you and send you a very special sign or a very special gift and he's going to come in close to you this Christmas and just reminisce together, maybe even in a dream and just be open and be ready for it because he said he'd like to do that. He is in your thoughts. So everything that you think he hears, and please do. He wants you to continue to communicate with him as if he hasn't left because his energy hasn't left. And he will wait for you until it's your day to come and meet him. And it'll be just one moment. For them, it's one split second because there's no time. They're over there. And then the next thing they know, pop, we're over there. And there's no time passes for them. There's no time over there. So he will be right there waiting for you. So she says, I'm glad to hear he could see my thoughts. He knows. Yeah.
Yep.
Aw. All the best to you, Jill. Hang in there. He's watching over you.
Yep.
Okay. So, Mark, we are exactly at 1 hour. Do you want
Oh,
to do one more, or are we
yeah,
done
sure.
for? Okay. Let me just see.
How many more questions do you have? Let me see here.
Well, they're general though, and I know that
Yeah.
you like to have a little bit more specific, but I just have like it's 2 or 3, but I don't want to hold you up. I know that you're not
Well, we
feeling
can
quite
just, kind of do a card for the spiritual messages and
okay.
try to get all 3 done. It won't take that long at
All
all.
right, Judy, just say hi, Judy Christensen, and she is new for me. Hi, Judy,
New for
and
me too. Hi, Judy.
she would like a message from her guides. I'm just going to try and keep the noise down. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get to everybody's messages. There's so many. I mean, questions. There's a lot of questions that came through. I'm just trying to choose some specifics and some new comers just to accommodate everybody.
Yeah.
So, Judy Christensen. Judy, just say hi for us.
Hey, Judy. Message. Do your guides have a message? Talk to me through these here cards.
Getting a lot of birds today. I'm seeing another bird in flight. I'm seeing a bird that is bringing food back to the nest. So I'm not sure if there is something that you are building or that you are nurturing or that you are caring for. Are you being of service to somebody? You feel like you're the one who's doing all the legwork. I'm not sure if you're taking care of an aging parent or loved one or family member. I just feel as though you're the one who's doing the nurturing. You're the one who's doing the legwork, and your guides want you to know that that is going to pay off for you. It's almost like you're paying your dues, you're earning your wings, and that this service, this that you may feel is a chore right now, will end, and you will be rewarded for it. Absolutely, 100%. There will be blessings that are bestowed on you for all of your unselfish hard work and effort. That's what I'm getting. How about you, Mark?
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of getting about the same thing. That you put the work in and everything, and this could be about anything, like something you're working on or hoping to manifest, or whether it's a love interest or job, whatever. It's what that is, but you kind of waiting for your ship to come in there, and you've put the work behind it. So that's kind of what you do then. Then you just wait, because after a while, there's not anything else to do except trust and wait for it to come through. And I feel like, that matchup is on the way, lovers. So it doesn't have to be a romantic. It could be that perfect job you're looking for, home, whatever it is, but finding it. So lovers is a big old positive. Yep, it's coming. It's a lot like what Jean was just saying. And it's on the way. It's quick. It's coming. So I would expect you to be receiving, what you're waiting for with the chariot. Here they come, sleigh riding quick, little elves. But that means, movement. Here it comes. So, I don't really feel like you have to do much more for it. It's just on the way and it's coming. So it's just about receiving it. Yeah, that's good. Great. Love it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That was interesting the way they showed me this bird bringing a worm to back to the nest. Like you're building and you're nourishing and you're doing all the work. You're doing all the legwork. So whatever it is, it could be service to a family member or you could be building your own business. Whatever it is that you're building and nurturing will pay
Mm.
off for you. That was for sure that was interesting. Well, thank you for your question, Judy. And let's see. We have Miter is here, and she just wanted to know the highest spiritual message for me, please. So let's see what we can do for Miter. Thank you. I think I
Highest.
saw Miter in here not too long ago. Just say hello. That's the other thing. I usually don't star the early ones, but yeah, because I know that some people jump off and go to other shows.
Yeah.
So
Hi,
let's just
Lisa.
get.
Hon. I didn't see your question, but I'm sending you love. She lost her doggy.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Lisa.
Yeah.
That is
Little
so hard.
sweetie pie, little Ezra. I'm so sorry about it. Miter. Everybody's trying to get a hold of me today.
Go ahead, Mark. Do you want to just blow
No,
it
it's
up?
okay. I'll call them back.
Okay. I like your ringtone.
Yeah. It's in the charger. That's why it's in here. Usually it isn't.
Okay. So, Miter, what I did find for you is that you're called upon in this incarnation to be a like a bridge, to be a communicator, to be a liaison. You are here to be a liaison for those who are just now awakening or waking up. You are you're here to share what you know, not what you're an expert at, not what you've um, heard, but what you know. And this is something when you hear information and you learn information, it resonates with you as if you already knew it and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that. Like it makes so much sense to me. And it's not like you've heard it for the first time, but you did just hear it for the first time. And this is what they want you to pass along. They want you to be a liaison and a like a messenger or a bridge for others who are just now waking up. And it's not necessarily being an expert and preaching to them. It's just like dropping seeds and giving somebody another point of view that they hadn't considered, and it almost opens up their awareness. Interesting. Wow.
Yeah. Yep. It's just the highest spiritual message for me. Somebody has a reading scheduled with you and is very excited. Would be too, Judy. What I'm hearing is, as far as your spiritual message goes, they want you to keep working on this connection. As if it were clear as day, even if it isn't. They want you just to keep on moving forward. Here's the Knight of Wands. There's your spiritual guidance up there behind you. And just keep on the track that you're on. They like that what you're doing. Keep in contact. It's like an ongoing relationship with spirit. So you set goals, you talk over with spirit about what you'd like to do or how you might be of service or if there's a way you can be of service, but you talk and you ask for clarity. Then you sit calmly in faith and wait for the answer to come in, which is good. Sometimes the answer is right there in front of you, but it doesn't look like the way you thought it would. And so you might not notice it right away, but it's still coming. Like they're saying, we hear you, we send responses. You never know where they're going to come from, but trust that they're there. So they're just talking to you a lot about, we're doing the back and forth with you. And they want you to continue practicing or playing with it. That's what I'm hearing. And that you're you're doing good. Here you are this night with the wand in his hand, ready to pounce. So it's good. It's all good.
Well, thank you, Miter. Thank you for being there.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful energy. Beautiful reading. Okay, so the one I have left is Patty73, and she says, "Does my kitty Robert need anything more from me to make his life happier?" So say
Robert.
hi, Patty73, and it does clearly sound like that Robert is still here in this world.
Yeah, I think so.
But sometimes it's hard. A lot of times we are telepathic with our pets, but sometimes we just need that validation,
That's right. And plus, a lot of times we have a few lined up. So I sometimes have to know exactly which one, and that helps me too. But I feel like this one's alive. And usually I'll have a strong feeling, but not every time is it right on. So that's why I usually ask, because I don't want to go down a big old trail and I'm reading another pet or something. Robert, though, gotta love it. The kitty's name is Robert. Come here,
Oh,
Robert.
they are little human souls inside their bodies. I've talked to plenty of them.
I know. I just love a cat named Robert. Oh, it's so cute. Hey, Robert, what's going on? Do you have any request for your Patty? Well, I feel like he's pretty happy, first of all. Content would be a good word to use. Contented. He feels pretty special, I must say.
She's saying he is a rag doll and alive. Yes.
Yeah.
So is a rag doll a kind of a cat?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I hear him saying, "Believe me when I tell you that I love you." Almost, I don't know if you say, "Do you love me?" or "If you love me," or "Believe me when I tell you that I love you." I hope this is from Robert and not from another loved one, but this is what he's saying, that he's giving you the impression, he's giving you the signs that he does love you, and he does love what you're doing for him. And he says, "Believe me when I tell you that I love you." Isn't that interesting?
He can sometimes seem a little maybe aloof or a little full of himself, kind of like proud of who he is. And I like that energy. He has quite a bit of self-assurance, I'm gonna say. He likes that he has a human, right? And that there's this nice back and forth, receive, accept the gift, that you both receive love from one another. So it's back and forth. We're happy. We make a happy couple. He kind of expects the best for him. He sort of has that. I feel like he's been a pet cat more than once. So he has expectations. He expects the best from his owner. That's that little bit of sure of himself energy. Of course, I'm going to be well cared for. Why wouldn't I be? So he has that. I like his energy, Robert. Go ahead, Jean. You hear anything else?
Let me check again.
Do you want to? She said, "Do you want any? Do you need anything else? Do you?" I really don't think he does. I feel like you give him everything. He's a pretty self-confident cat. So then I get self-confidence, even as a card, stand your ground. There he is in between two dogs. So he does have a lot of self-respect and energy. I like it. He's pretty sure of himself. He knows how to be a cat. And he feels like he kind of has the run of everything. He sort of memorizes your routine. He thinks he knows everything about you. I'm going to say, well, you don't quite. He goes, yeah, I know everything about him. Like he keeps an eye on you, his human is very important to him. It makes him feel full and grateful that he's in the house with a human. Look at him. How much happier could you be than that kitty cat going, oh, I just love it here. And just so happy and full, feels full and everything. So he's pretty happy. I'm not sure there's a lot more you could offer him.
He does want you to take care of yourself too, Patty. He wants you to be content. He wants you to be have everything that you need. He wants it to be an equal playing field. He wants you to have the life that he has. He wants you to take care of yourself and wonder if is there anything else that Patty needs to make her happy. He wants to make sure that you have everything and not just on him. He wants to make sure that there's a balance there. And this is what Mark is saying. He cares so much about you. He loves this human. He knows all of your moves, and he wants you to have this self-confidence and this self-assurance as well. He wants to share that energy with you so that you can pick up on this and pick up the qualities that he's expressing to you. Interesting.
Yeah, and this is while you were talking, this is the card that came out, and I think that's what you're saying. Like he wants to nurture you and take care of you the same way you take care of him. That about you. I want to be licking you, caring for you, making sure you're okay. That same thing. Yeah, I love it. Whew.
Absolutely. That was really, really beautiful, really interesting to go into a cat that's still here in this realm um and to understand what his wants and desires are, that he showed us his energy, his personality, and then his messages they came in a different way for me. They came in they didn't come in as I wasn't vibrating with his soul's expression. They came in almost like a telepathic kind of
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
thought. He shared his thought with me.
Right.
It was interesting. It was a little
Yeah.
different of a vibration.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Thanks for
Yeah, it's
letting
like
us.
that telepathic connection. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I understand exactly what you're saying. Like yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah. I was reading sometime, I can't remember, for somebody. You're welcome, Patty. But the little pet just kept insisting to say something over and over. And I'm going, okay, but I don't know, because the person I was reading for first wasn't really getting everything. But he just would not let it go. He's going, no, there is this other person. And of course, in the end, there was. But just that, it was just like he was telling, that was like a telepathic, no. And like it wouldn't go. I couldn't, like, because he's, I want you to say it. I want you to say it. That's so funny when they do that. I just, they're insistent. And a lot of times that's more when they're still on the earth, too. That's like,
Wow.
I need you to get this point across. Or, this is why I wanted the reading or something. I go, well, okay, your owner actually is the one saying, no, I'm just kidding. But, they like the little animals kind of line up, too, for their turn or whatever.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I really, really, really love it. I love pets. I want to maybe we can do just a pet one sometime with you, Mark, because it's just everything that I do with you, Mark, is really just a beautiful experience. I learn a lot. What's that?
it's almost like you just have to tune just a little tiny bit to the side for that telepathic thing. It's, you know, it all happens in that same place, but it's just a slight little dial adjustment or something, I feel like, that makes that different a little bit than talking to, you know, people or people's spirit or people who have passed. But, you know, or because when I talk to guides, it's a lot that same way too. You know, it's like sometimes, you know, I was saying the other day to like David, and I said, I guess it's just like telepathy. I mean, I just said that, which I never do, because I'm going, I don't know. Sometimes I just think, because a lot of times I'll be hearing exactly something, and then the person will write it out. Right. Right. What I knew that, you know, so I feel like, well, that might have been telepathy. Maybe I was just picking up on their thoughts as they were writing or something. I don't know. It's a little bit, because it all comes from the same place, you know, so you have to go, oh, is it all just the same? It's not really. It's a little bit different, but,
Wow.
you know, it's
Wow.
interesting.
Wow. Well, thank you. And I just want to thank all of the moderators and everybody who came and asked their questions. I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to answer everybody's question today. We hope that you come back and see us again. Mark, hopefully would like to come back in
Yep.
January and visit with us
Yep.
again. I really, really enjoy myself when I'm here with you all. So
Yep.
we just thank you, and I hope to see you again. Mark, where will you be next? You actually, anybody who still wants a reading from Mark, you can go over to his channel today at 4 p.m. Eastern, right?
That's right. We usually do an hour and a half, and that's any question. So anything. But, you know, you can ask animal questions, but any kind of question is on Saturday. And then on Mondays, we just do animal readings on Mondays at 2.
I see. I see.
So those two things. And I have a couple of things coming up, but I don't have the dates in front of me. So,
And you're with Allie on Thursday. Every other Thursday, you're on Allie Heart
yep.
and Soul
Actually,
Connected.
this Thursday, I'm reading with Wisdom Seeker Joan. It'll be me and her this Thursday on Allie's channel. And that'll be fun. I love Joan. So,
Oh, lovely. Hey,
she's here with
I'd
us
love to
too.
have you with the girls, with all of us. They call us the mediums.
Yep. Yep.
We'll have Mark come in
Yep.
with all the mediums.
I know. Well, I do read with a lot of, yes, can't wait, me either, Joan. I do read with a lot of souls in the female form, female bodies, but that's just the way it's always been for me. It's always been me and a bunch of girls. Like, you know, the other day when I was reading with the other girls, they go, ladies, I'd like to ask you. And I'm going, okay, well,
I answer to anything, right?
I'm just one of the ladies today.
And later on today at 3 p.m. Eastern, I will be on my friend Shane's channel. It's called Unbiased and on the Fence, and I put the link in my community tab. So if you'd like to come over and join us there, we'll be there from 3 to 5 this afternoon. And it's Unbiased and on the Fence. So great. We both have some beautiful things to do this afternoon, and we thank each and every one of you for being here and supporting us today. And everybody have a great afternoon. Thank you, Mark.
Yes. Happy holidays, you guys. Enjoy it as much as you're able.
Bye-bye. Happy holidays, everybody.